Hey everyone, it's Bree with myhdcareer.com, your work happy career strategist, and I am coming to you to this Tuesday morning, which I'm going to dub the 2 Cents Tuesdays. This is Rocky, and apparently she's a little stressed out. There's something going on in the background, and she wants me to cuddle her a little bit so that she's a little happier. But anyways, I wanted to talk to you today about a conversation I had yesterday. It made me kind of revisit how we insulate ourselves from our own destruction and put ourselves in positions where we might end up departing workplaces in a not so fun way. And it comes down to just getting better at communicating and asserting some boundaries. So a little sidebar. I'm kind of one of those people that everybody in my community gravitates to. They love to chat with, they love to come into my office and stop. And I always have an open door policy, and I want to be able to, talk to people right where they're at. I like having really good, deep conversations. And early on in my career, my helping skills sometimes got in the way of my own success and other people's as well. And that is also true in some of the conversations that I chose to participate in. And so in an effort to be helpful, I was trying to be helpful in the wrong space. And me and this client we were talking about distressful departures or traumatic departures from workplaces and really trying to understand what happened. And we got into a conversation about how we talk about things, where we talk about things, and who we talk about things with. And really the lesson in it all has to do with, this is what I've learned. This has come from my experience, strength, and hope. We really do have to do a better job of understanding what our role is. I coach clients to understand that you have to build your house, not burn it. And there's a lot of things that we can participate in the name of trying to be connected with our colleagues and trying to, meet them where they're at and help them. And sometimes that in an effort to just be human, we forget where we're at and what we're doing and why we're there in the first place. And everything is okay when everybody's on the right page and everybody's happy and the organization is healthy and nobody's worried about jobs. But the second things start getting stressful, people start doing funny things. And I don't think that it's a bad thing. I think it just is what it is. And I prefer to operate around a reality in which I understand exactly what's going on to the best of my ability. And, granted, we can't control everything, but I can do a better job of being self-aware, including being aware of what my role and what my purpose is in a particular position and how I fit into the bigger picture. And it comes down to this. Every sidebar, every conversation we have that is communicated in complaint about the work that we do, the people that we work with, the customers that we serve. There's moments where we want to be like, oh, this is so frustrating. That was really difficult, whatever the case is. There's an expression of like telling people where I was at in the moment, but then there's complaint, right? And you know what I'm talking about, right? Like the side comments or even the direct comments, maybe the stop bys in the office. Where they start with 2 minutes and you're talking about one thing and all of a sudden you're complaining about this person or that person or the boss did this or the boss did that, and it becomes a rumination fest. And I'm not judging, because let me tell you, I have done it with the best of them. But what I've learned along the way is that there's a time and a place, and we have to choose how we talk about that, when we talk about it, and who we talk about it with. And in an attempt for me to get relief, because I am frustrated, stressed out, unhappy, dissatisfied with whatever's going on, because it happens, I am being completely inconsiderate and disrespectful of my colleagues when I continue to repeatedly air my complaints to them and do nothing about it. I'm planting seeds in their world that breeds discontent. And So when I'm that person who's doing that thing, it becomes my job to be aware of not to do that it's not the place. If I'm really that unhappy or discontent or frustrated, it's schoolyard rules. Go talk to the person about it. If you can't talk to the person about it because of whatever reason, then honestly, I say all the time, go get a therapist. Talk to a friend, talk to a family member. And then when you're ready for a solution, come up with a solution. Find a partner, somebody who's willing to partner with you in really talking about the solution instead of the problem. It can really make or break how you are perceived in the world and how you're perceived at work. And it can actually lend itself to being a way to resolve discontent and be more happy at work. And then there's the other side. Maybe you're the receiver. So for me, it was more that I would end up being a kind ear. I would want to listen to what was going on, and it would make me sad that people were so upset. And so that I would sit with them and talk with them about it. And the thing is, that's not my role. And I have taken on a lot of garbage in trying to help or fix that situation, right? Like everybody complains to me, so then I run into the boss's office and I say, oh my gosh, everybody's so upset. And it's so sad, and you hate it, and I hate it, and this is what's going on. It was the stupidest thing I could have ever done in my career, ever. Because two things. I'm fixing crap that's not my problem. And two, I'm telling the one person who really, they need to tell them. I'm not the messenger. I cannot be the messenger. And so I think it's hard because when you're a helper by heart, you want to do those things. You don't want to see people hurt, and you want to fix things. And that can be part of our dysfunction as helpers. And so part of how I grew and and it's an everyday task, right? Like I have to protect my headspace. I have to protect my workspace. I have to decide what am I going to tolerate in regards to communication? Is it going to be positivity, productivity, action-oriented, problem-solving, or is it going to be consistent and chronic complaint? Because what I'm allowing people to breathe in and speak into my headspace and into my personal space is what I'm going to put out. And so, I'd like to leave you with a strategy, okay? Because I know if you're like me and you have a helping heart and you really hate seeing people suffer, this is what I do to better help myself, help others right where they're at without picking up the backpack for them and carrying it, okay? And the first step is have they given you permission to help? Did they ask you for help? Did they say, look, I'm struggling with this and I don't know what to do with it and I'm looking for a solution? Like literally, did they say, are you looking for a solution? I'm looking for a solution. Help me. I don't know where to go. They've given you permission to help them when they say something like that. If they come to you and they are, telling you what's going on with their day and they're frustrated, this is my rule. I have 3 times. The first time, just tell me I'll listen. I have an ear. The first time's for my ear. I'll listen. You're having a hard time. Oh, yep, that sucks. Totally sucks. I'm sorry you're feeling that way. Right? Second time, it's like, man, you were telling me the other day you're having this problem. Have you done anything about it? So step 2 is solution. Are they ready to do a solution? Right? Step 3. They've come to me a 3rd time and they're still in complaint. Now it's a complaint, right? It's a chronic problem for them. 3 times it's a chronic problem in my opinion, right? And it's like, you told me the other day that you were having it, and then I talked to you this other day and I asked if you had done anything about it. How's that going? 3rd time, right? How is that going? Nothing. And they're like, I haven't figured it out, whatever the case. And I say, okay, I see. It sounds like you're going to need some help. And I don't think I'm the person to help you with that, but there are some resources, and if you're interested in figuring that, knowing what they are, I'm happy to direct you to them, right? In the meantime, is there anything regarding work that I can help you with today to make your day better? Is there a task that you need help with to make it a little bit easier? Is there, what can I do regarding work to help make your day better? Okay? And then that's it. And then in the future, if it's the same thing, I say, you know, what are you needing me for? Are you needing me for a listening ear, or are you looking for a solution? Because I got to be honest, I'm really solution focused. And so I know it hurts, you know, but it sounds like it's a chronic problem and it's something that you need to work on. And I'm not necessarily the person to work that out on. And I say that because, like, at the end of the day, we both need to protect our space. Right? I've got to come to work. I've got to feed my kids. I got to feed my family. I got to make sure everything's supported, and so do you. And so, like, if this is creating such a sticking point that you're constantly upset about it, man, I really think you should do something about it. That's my advice. Okay? And then it stops there. Because I can't fix people. People fix themselves. I can't do it. I also have to protect my safety, my security, my work, and the work that I do, right? And I have to protect the people that I work with as well, when it comes to that kind of stuff, because, I mean, nothing kills trust and deteriorates trust more than people perceiving you as the one that everybody knows all the junk about, because they don't perceive it as you problem solving, they perceive it as you gossiping and talking crap about people, and you can't fix that easily. And so you participate in those behaviors, you slowly deteriorate your credibility. And that's not what you want. I call that burning the house around you instead of building it up. And so I'm going to leave you with this. My ask to you is to take a look at your situation, moments like that, because we're all human and we're going to continue to kind of fall off the wagon in regards to that, especially when we have a hard time. But what are you going to do today to build your house up? And help others do that too, right? Because when you hold them accountable and you put the ball in their court, you're helping them grow too, without even trying, just by setting a boundary. And so that's my 2 cents for today. And it's Tuesday, and I hope you take that and it breathes life into what it is that you're doing, and it helps you to do work happy better, faster, right now. All right? So rock the heck out of work happy, and I'll talk to you on the interwebs the next time, another time. Have a good day.